Hi, my name's Kevin Mayer and I'm with NAVAC Tools. NAVAC is the world's largest supplier of vacuum pumps and many other lines of HVAC tools. We've been in business for over 20 years and we are committed to researching and developing cutting-edge tools to make your job more enjoyable. Today, we're going to take a look at the new NAVAC charging station. The NAVAC refrigerant charging machine combines a twin-cylinder vacuum pump, an electronic micron gauge, an electronic Bluetooth-connected weigh scale, and an electronic set of gauges to allow you to pull a vacuum, charge in a pre-programmed amount of refrigerant, and test run the system to make sure that it's running correctly for your customer. This is the new NAVAC charging station. Let's see what we get. First, we get several manuals. I would recommend that you take a few minutes, look through the manuals so you understand the operation before you start to use the machine in the field. While it's simple to use, it's very helpful to know the sequence of operations before you start. The second thing we get are a couple of 5/16 to 1/4 inch adapters. These adapters be used if you're working with a small ductless split system. We also get a shoulder harness. This shoulder harness will make it easy for you to carry it up a ladder onto a roof, or a lot easier to take it up a scuttle hole. Now, if we open the back of the machine, we get a quart of oil. This is enough oil for the vacuum pump. We have our hoses and power cord. These are the only 3 hoses you need to hook up this machine when you're ready to charge the system. The last thing that's in the box is our electronic scale. This scale will connect with a Bluetooth connection to the charging station. It also comes with a pop-out keypad so it can be used standalone. The scale will, however, only connect to one device at a time, so it'll either connect to the charging station or to the handheld keypad, but not both at the same time. This weigh scale will hold up to 220 pounds, so it'll hold the largest tank of refrigerant that you want to use. So let's look at this machine up close and personal. At the top, we've got our oil fill cap for our vacuum pump, and it's also the vent for the vacuum pump. So when you turn it on, you may see some steam or something that looks like smoke coming out. That's just contaminants being pulled out of the system. Let's take a look at the front of the NAVAC Smart Charging Machine. Here we have our electrical cord connection. This is our main power switch. This is our vacuum pump oil drain. This is the connection from our refrigerant tank on our scale to the charging station. We want to make sure when we hook this up, we're bleeding vapor through the hose to ensure that we have no contaminants, no moisture, no air in our hose. Here we have our oil sight glass. We want to make sure the oil level is in the middle 2/3 of the gauge. If the oil looks dark or becomes milky, make sure you change the oil. It's a very good idea to change your oil every couple of systems to make sure you've got fresh vacuum pump oil that will seal the veins of the pump and make your evacuation go much faster. Here we have our low pressure connection or our suction line. Here's our high pressure or liquid line connection, and these 2 ball valves open the low and high pressure sides of our system. We use 1/4 turn ball valves where most manifolds use needle valves. This will allow us to open a bigger port and evacuate faster. And then up here, we've got the programmable keypad, and I'll spend a few minutes talking about that in just a minute or two. So let's take a look at the programmable keypad here. We've got 6 buttons, 3 on the left, 3 on the right. The top button up here is the start-stop button. I will use that to start the vacuum pump, or to stop the vacuum pump, or to start or stop any other operation I want to do if I'm in the manual mode. Here I have the enter button. I will use the enter button when I want to program in what my charge is going to be, or how long the vacuum pump should run if I'm in the evacuating mode in manual. Here I've got a scale button so I can weigh a refrigerant tank without having to use the keypad and resync the scale. Over here I have what's called the cycle button, and the cycle button is used to move digit places when I'm programming in either time or refrigerant weight. Here I have the plus sign. When I'm entering my weight, I will press this plus button to go up to whatever number I'm looking for. Here I've got the selection button, and the selection button will allow me to set whatever operation I want to do. In automatic mode, I won't press that, but in manual mode, I'll use the select button to move my pointer to whatever process I want to start.